Well, welcome back to Joe's Kitchen, and as you may or may not can tell, it's nighttime, and we're going to go ahead and get something started for tomorrow. It's going to cook slowly in our slow cooker all night, so it'll be easy to pull apart tomorrow and season up, and it'll make having supper real quick and easy when we get home tomorrow. So tonight, I'm going to show you how to make burroughs. A friend of mine in high school, his mother taught me how to make burroughs and gave me this recipe. And it's really easy to make. And as you can tell here, I've got a tablespoon of pepper, a half a tablespoon of cumin, a tablespoon and a half of chili powder, an onion chopped up into quarters real big, and about 4 cloves of garlic just chopped up real big. Because you're going to take all this out when you get done cooking it all night. So we'll just put our pork loin, and this is a half a pork loin, about 4.5 pounds of pork loin right here. Put it in here, and this is going to serve a lot of people. And it's really easy. Set it here, and just add some water. All I'm going to do is cover it with water real good so it can cook all night and not dry out. You don't have to clean the fat off. You can take it out of the package, just wash it off real good. And tomorrow, once it's cooked, we'll pull all the fat and everything off of it then. Just put your spices in right like this. And we'll cover it and put it on our cooker on medium. And let it cook all night. We'll check it in the morning when we're done. Last night, if you'll remember, we put pork loin in some water and some spices with some onion and garlic. It's been cooking in the slow cooker all night long. We pulled it off, let it cool down just a little bit before we can handle it. Now we're going to take it out. Nice and easy. Put it over into here. If you look right here, that fat that I told you not to pull off last night just pulled right off. This is still pretty warm. So we'll just bring chunks of it over here. You don't really have to break it up that good, because as you cook it and stir it, it'll break up itself. All we're doing right now is just trying to get a little of the fat off of it, and break it up just a little bit. It's almost like pulling barbecue. It's actually a little quicker and easier. So y'all can see what I'm doing. Just grab it with these tongs and just breaking it up, pulling it apart like that a little bit. Okay? I think you can see how easy this has been so far. The next step is just as easy. For the next step, as soon as we get all this pulled out, we're going to add our ingredients to make the burroughs. Now, I don't know why she called these burroughs instead of burritos. All I know was they were pulled pork instead of ground beef. And they're in a green chili sauce. Sometimes when we get up early in the mornings to go hunting, she would have a big old pot of this warming up. And we'd actually eat burroughs for breakfast. Alright, that's got most of our meat out of that. Now for other ingredients, we've got some canned diced tomatoes, just buy at the grocery store with green chilies in it. There's 2 cans of that. Then there's 8 cans of just green chilies. Now when you buy the green chilies at the grocery store, get chopped green chilies, not chopped jalapenos like my wife did one time. There's a big taste difference. And then for our seasoning, we got a little salt. We got a tablespoon of pepper, tablespoon of chili powder, a quarter teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder. The reason we're going to use onion and garlic powder for seasoning is so when we're eating this, we don't have big chunks of garlic and onion to be overpowering while we're eating it. Now, if you wanted to, you could chop your onion up real small and let it go ahead and cook down in this sauce, but a lot of people just don't like to get chunks of onion when they're eating this. So now all we've got to do is pour our ingredients in here and cover our meat good. And all this seasoning and how many cans of sauce and stuff you need vary according to how big of a roast you're using. Like I said, we're using about a 4.5 to 5 pound roast. Just put these in here. Just stir this up a little bit to mix everything up. And when we get done with this, we'll just put this back in our slow cooker on low. Okay, now that we've got this mixed up good with all of our seasoning in here, we'll just put it back in our slow cooker on medium to low. It's according to how your cooker cooks, how hot it is. And wait a couple hours to give all these seasonings and spices time to get into our pork and break down a little bit, and we'll make a nice sauce. When we come back later, we'll show you how to make a burrow. All right, this is what our finished burrows look like when they're done. And they've been on the back of the slow cooker for about 2 more hours, and all of our flavors melted together, and so we're ready to serve them now. All you need to do is get you some condiments like some salsa, some guacamole, some green onions and cheese. And a lot of people use flour tortillas. A lot of us like corn tortillas, so you just get whatever kind of tortillas you want. I'll use a flour one. Lay it on your plate and just put you a little of the meat on it. Put a little of your cheese on it. And I like a little green onion on mine. Once we put our meat and our toppings in there, we just roll it up. And usually we add a little bit of the broth on top. And then just eat it with a fork. Some people like a little lime on top of theirs. Or in your favorite hot sauce if you'd like some. And I'll add a little guacamole to mine. And some salsa. And there you have it. Pulled pork burrows. Good for a nice, cool winter day. Thanks, and come back to see us next time.